So, all right. Welcome back into the embassy. This is your ambassador, Al, the ambassador of positivity, fun, and winning. And how do we win? We define winning on our own terms, and we don't let others make us more anxious and have more FOMO than we need to. Today, we're looking at the newly released, well, leaked kits for the Knowhere team coming out very soon. And oh my God, they look amazing. The TLDR version, or I guess till I didn't watch version, they look like they're going to be a really awesome war team, probably a war defense team for the bigger alliances, the Krakens, who like to make your life miserable by making unbreakable walls on defense. But that's a thing. It's coming, guys. We don't know how soon, how fast they're coming. I know where patches coming soon with the Nova Scourge. We don't know how the rest of them are coming out, but let's take a look at their kits. You tell me, is this as bonkers as I think it is? Yeah. Let's take a look. So first we got Cosmo. Yep, the dog, the little lady dog astronaut, going to be insane. Now, they basic, rough them up. Love the dog puns. Don't you love dog puns? Clear 2 negative effects from self, attack primary target for 360% damage, and clear 2 positive effects. You'll see a theme here. They do. Every character has something where they're going to knock out positive effects, reduce things that their opponents have are building up. There are also a lot of things where we're going to be clearing negative effects. You'll see a lot of it. You'll see this theme as well. 50% chance to revive a dead Korg ally with 10% max health in war. And this is the war team. You can see in war right off the top. Always revive a dead Korg ally with 10% max health. That's not something that's a little bigger here. Yeah. Always revive it. Yeah, I see a lot of that. Go fetch. This is the special, right? Attack primary and adjacent targets for 4% damage and clear all positive effects. Again, we're clearing positive effects. Clear to bleed and to random negative effects from self and all that. So we're going to cleanse. We're cleansing the enemy of their positive effects. We're cleansing ourselves of negative effects. Pretty great, including and bleed on top of their effects. Heal most injured ally. Heal girl. Heal. Wrong heal. Whatever. Heal the most injured ally for 20% of this character's max health. So more health will be better for this character's heal. We may even put healer ISO. We haven't looked at ISOs yet. Apply 1 deflect up to a maximum of 5 to self and all Knowhere allies. So they're all going to get deflect. You'll see later on, they get extra bonuses for having deflect on their kits. Ridiculous. In war, this is a special, and first turn special. It's already available. In war, gain 1,000% extra focus for the attack. So it's going to clear those positive effects. They're coming off. This attack is unavoidable. So even if you have a Spider Weaver or some other things that would make things miss, or other positive effects, first it's going to happen. Big focus, and it's going to clear those effects anyway. It's going to happen. They don't care. The old zoomies. This character is like the third turn, depending on how this stuff works out. Fill the character speed bar by 5% plus 5% for Knowhere allies. That's 4 allies, so 25% total. Clear all negative effects from self and allies once again. Not as clear 2 and bleeds. Clear all the negative stuff off. Ugh, heck with that stuff. Clear all positive effects. Again, wipe the clean slate. You lose your good stuff, I lose my bad stuff. I keep my good stuff, though. You keep your bad stuff. Heal self and allies. So again, healing again. So this is active healing, so healer ISO seems to make sense. Heal self and all allies for 25% of this character's max health. Barrier self and all allies, so more barrier. Gotta love barrier mechanics. Looks great. In war, apply safeguard to self and all Knowhere allies. Generate 1 ability energy for self and all Knowhere allies. So yeah, oh boy. Let me turn this off completely. Pardon me, wow, crazy. We'll edit that out. In war, apply safeguard to self and all Knowhere allies. Generate 1 ability energy for self and all Knowhere allies. That's pretty killer. Safeguard. So you'll see later on, there's a chance where they can start in with safeguard, then they could lose safeguard. They're going to get safeguard again. So if they bring apocalypse, so they can't start with safeguard, they're going to get safeguard later on. Ridiculous. Here's their passive. On spawn, gain immunity. Whoops, let's okay here. Yeah, there we go. On spawn, gain immunity. When an enemy attacks this character, apply offense down for 2 turns and bleed to that character. In war, oh boy, guess what? We're always in war. In war, deal damage equal to 5% of that character's max health. So that character's going to get. I hit a dog. Oh, I got hurt for that. Fair enough. While this character has deflect or minor deflect, so when they're boosted, or they have deflects from all the other things giving them deflects, lower the crit chance of all enemies by 50%. Gain 10% resistance. The allies also gain 10% resistance. Okay, Knowhere. In war, an additional 10% resistance for self and all Knowhere allies. So man, look, you're not hitting them. You can't touch them. They got immunity on spawn. They're going to get safeguard later on. They're going to get getting ability energy in war. Anybody who hits the dog is going to get offense down and bleed. In war, they get hit for some damage. This character's always going to have deflect or minor deflect, it seems like. So the enemy can't really can't really get a critical against them. And they've got higher resistance, much higher resistance, all the time. Just pure insanity. Look, here's applying deflect. We're getting deflect, and we're clearing positive effects. We're removing our negative effects. You can't knock them down. Now, I didn't see anything here that says that where she can knock out your team, which is why it's probably a great defense. It's a great wall of Knowhere. Here's Korg, our little stone guy from the Thor Ragnarok movies, played by Taika Waititi, the director himself. He's a really funny guy. But yeah, let's take a look. He's bio. So is Cosmo. So that's great. We have bio gear. We can build this, and we will. Let's rock. Let's see. Again, primary target, attack primary for damage, and apply slow for 2 turns. Let's make this a little bigger here. Gain 2 deflect. We're getting deflects, guys. Now, he's the only one that doesn't have the basic where he can revive himself, because if he's dead, how can he revive himself? Anyway, everyone else has the basic where it's going to revive him in war. Sakara and Blast, he's from Sakara. Actually, Sakara is where Ragnarok is based, right? Attack primary and adjacent targets for 420% damage, full 20, and apply slow for 2 turns. So 3 characters are going to get a slow. If Nova's an ally, and of course it will be, or 2 or more Nova allies, even if Nova's dead or not here, you're still going to do additional piercing. 200% piercing to each of these 3 targets, primary and adjacent targets, or more than 3 if it's, you can find ways. Apply offense up for 2 turns to self and Knowhere allies. Great. Apply deflect up to maximum 5. So again, more deflect. In war, reduce speed bar. So it's not just going to hit them and apply slow, and hit them for more damage, piercing damage, and reduce speed bar by 20% for those targets. And hey, it's unavoidable. So again, Spider Weaver mechanics, okay, unavoidable. It's going to hit. Rock, Break, Scissors, here's the ult. Clear all positive effects from a primary target. Hit him for damage. And then call 2 more allies with the highest damage to attack that target. So get your 2 biggest pipe swinging hitters to get on there. And these allies get 30% more damage. So they're going to hit pretty hard. He's also going to apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all of his Knowhere allies. So he's going to hit you hard. Those 3 guys hard or whatever. And then defense up so you can't hit them back. Cool. In war, reduce speed bar by 30% for the primary target. Ugh. And this ability gains 100% extra focus. So guess we don't have to make any of them skirmishers, guys, which is great. They're going to attack. They're going to do their stuff. Rock and roll, because he's a rock creature. This is passive. It seems scrolls over a little bit there. On spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns. So if he didn't have it before, he's going to his ult's going to give him 2 defense up. All right, cool. But this passive already gives him 2 defense up for 2 turns and 2 deflects. Lots of deflects, lots of defense up. You're going to have a hard time getting them dead. Feels like defense. When a Knowhere ally drops below 50% health, this guy's going to gain taunt and death proof. So don't hit him, hit me. And oh, you killed me. Well, not quite. Death proof. When this character has deflect or minor deflect, lower the counterattack chance of all enemies by 100%. So they're not going to be able to counterattack. Pretty nice. Gain 30% armor plus 20% armor per deflect, and it's going to have lots of deflects, so it's going to have lots of armor. He's a rock guy. Knowhere allies also gain 30% armor. Wow. In war, gain additional armor for self. So armor matters. A lot of armor and piercing mechanics may become a bigger thing. We've kind of forgotten about armor and forgot about piercing the last year or so. We've just been damage and unavoidables and all this stuff. It could be a trend towards this armor being a bigger deal. On block, barrier yourself for 5% of your max. Oh man, so he's going to increase barrier if he gets a block, and he's probably going to block because he's got deflect. Lots of block. Feels like a lot of defense, yo. Lots of defense. Let's look at Nova. We're gonna have, a scourge for this guy. Good old Richard Ryder. Dick Ryder. Yeah, I know. Make your jokes now. Good. Okay, we're back. All right, so look at his basic. I haven't seen his ISO yet, but his basic again. Hey, look, Korg is coming back in War. Always revive if he gets basic. Attack primary and adjacent targets for big damage and clear positive effects. There's a big theme here. In War, clear 4 positive effects. Okay. Look, apply deflect. What am at? To everyone on the team, all the Knowhere allies, self and Knowhere allies. Okay, great. That's just a basic. That's a great basic. Special. Again, first turn special. It's got a big cooldown, but it's first turn special. In War, clear revive once from primary and adjacent targets. Just like the Red Hulk thing, right? On his special where he clears the revive once. Cool. He's also going to, let's see, hit for those primary and adjacent targets for big damage, 5% damage, and flip defense up, and 2 other random positive effects, and apply disrupted. For 2 turns? Oh, sure. Heal block? Sure. 2 turns? Sure. Let's do that. And also it's going to be a stun. It feels pretty good. That feels way overpowered. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. Let me move this out of the way here. Sorry, guys. Yeah. We're not done. Wait, there's more. It's not sold in any store. There's also going to be apply trauma, because we're in War, of course. We're going to apply trauma to the primary target for 2 turns of trauma, and safeguard to self and all our Knowhere allies, and it's unavoidable. That's special. That's a first turn special. That's that's amazing. Okay. Again, you're not going to beat this team easily. I don't know if it's 2 tap, 5 tap. This is okay. Okay. Here's the ult. We haven't even got to the ult or the passive yet. Ult. Attack all enemies for 700% damage. So much damage. All right. We're also going to and it's permakill. You gotta bless permakill, right? Cannot be revived. Clear all negative effects from self. Bury yourself and all allies for 10% of this character's max health. And actually, I'm just turn this off here. I'm gonna turn that off and that off too. Easier, just for now. Clear all negative effects from self. Bury yourself and all allies for max for this. Apply deflect, of course, and battlefield effects. Clear all battlefield effects on allied side and apply the battlefield effect Nova Force to the allied side. Let's take a look at what that means. So we'll come back to that. In War, again, this is the ult. Again, 3rd turn ult, but sure, okay. Nuke everybody. They can't be revived. Clear all negative effects from self. Get barrier. Get deflect and apply Nova Force battlefield. What's this do? On this character's or ally's turn, that character clears a negative effect. They're going to gain. This looks weird. They gain and deflect, of course, because all we do is gain and deflect on this team. Hold on, let's see. Let's scroll here. Up to maximum of 10, and heals for 5% of max health. So negative effect, clear negative effect, get 2 deflect, and heal. Okay. If this character and each ally, when that character drops below 50% health, heal that character for 50% of their max health. Once per match, though, for each ally. Oh my god. Right? This character and allies gain 5% damage per deflex, so they're stacking up deflex, and now they're going to get more damage per each deflect they've got on them. And this battlefield effect lasts until cleared or until end of match. So I know you're asking, this is only the 2nd battlefield effect, and it's on your allied side. And Red Hulk's battlefield effect is on his enemy side. So whichever one comes first, the second one will wipe out the first one and become the permanent one. So you kind of, if both are going to go off, you almost want Red Hulk to go off first, then you can go off second to clear it. But I don't think Red Hulk's going to get a chance to put his battlefield out there. Oh, I forgot. There's more. This is still the ult. In War, we're talking about War. Apply safeguard to self and all allies. So even if you put Apocalypse, they can't spawn with it. They're gonna get it. Apply speed up for 2 turns to the whole team. Fill speed bar for 20% for the whole team. This is going to be ridiculous. Okay, and then there's more, guys. There's also a passive. Let's see. On spawn, gain 1 charged. On spawn of War, gain 2 charged. So it has 3 charges. I think is how this works, based on other wording. This can only trigger once per War. Okay. Fill speed bar for self by 10% plus 15% for each Knowhere ally. So that's 60. That's 70% speed bar fill. This is on spawn. Apply evade and safeguard. So they're all going to start with evade and safeguard. And then they're going to get safeguard again later. And then get safeguard again later. Then get safeguard again later. Oh my gosh, they're gonna have safeguard. On turn, clear one negative effect from self and heal self for 50% of your character's health. Oh my god. On the end of any turn, if the character is charged and below 75% health, he's going to clear heal block, heal self for 50% there. Yeah, 50% of character's max health, and fill his own speed bar for 25%. But it burns the charge. Oh no. Uh, gain 60% max health. Knowhere allies all gain this 30% max health. For each charge on this character, gain 1,000% focus, so charge is nice, and 4,000% resistance. So starting off the fight, you can't do things. So the charges eventually will get used, but starting off, you can't hurt these guys, hurt this guy. While this character has deflect or minor deflect, this character and Knowhere allies gain 20% block amount. Last little part here, in war, gain additional 30% max health for self and all Knowhere allies. Okay, even more health. You gain 60%, 30% more, so it's got 90% more health. Okay, great, cool. While this character has charge, when he starts with 3 charges, if he has 3 or more charge, right? When the character has charge, any Knowhere ally or self with safeguard, and he's gonna give him safeguard, right, to the whole team, right? They spawn him with safeguard. He's got charge, so they've got safeguard. Cannot have trauma applied to them. You can't put trauma on until his charges get off of there. I mean, so here. All right, and then, yeah, while this character has 3 or more charge, stun cannot be applied. So you can't apply stun or trauma to these allies as long as he's got 3 charges or really any charges for the trauma part. That's insanity. You're not beating these guys down, man. It's not going to happen. That's only 3 of the characters. I'm already like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Star-Lord Annihilation, again, a rework. It's a whole new character, a whole new Star-Lord. Good times there. He's skill. We got skill gear. I'm okay here. Let's keep rolling, man. This is insane. What do you guys think? This will definitely tip the scales of war. This changes the war meta completely. If you thought Gamma was this, no. Heroes for hire? Just sit down. Hold my beer. Hold my keg. This is a whole different animal, right? So let's look here. Stellar Annihilation. That's the Annihilation event. It's the thing's got a different costume. It's a whole deal. And the new movie. Go see the new movie. I haven't seen it yet, but early reports are it's fantastic. So we'll see. I mean, I like the first 2. I like the first one better than the second one, but this one looks insane. And we're getting Nova from the Scourge. So we'll see. Stellar Annihilation. Let's see here. Flip shot. Attack primary and adjacent targets for big damage and apply a vulnerable. I thought you had to be a raider or a skirmisher to apply vulnerable, or have that mechanic in like cloaks kit. No, it's just basic. We're just gonna apply vulnerable. Okay, cool. Up to max of 5. Okay. 50% chance to revive in war. Always revive a dead Korg ally. So Korg, good luck killing Korg permanently. You're gonna have to use a perma kill on Korg, or something weird's gonna have to happen. You're not gonna. It's just, or kill him last, I guess. I mean, it's how are you beating this team? Bullet spin. Here's the special. Apply blind for 2 turns to a primary target. Just like now, this little dance in the air move. If in war, if Nova's an ally, clear immunity from the primary target. I would think we want to clear immunity first, then apply blind. So I'm not sure they may rework this. But it's going to clear immunity from the primary target and the highest damage non-primary target. I mean, it's another target, and then apply blind for 2 turns to that one. So they're both going to end up with, hopefully, if the mechanics work right, your target plus the highest damage other target both get immunity cleared and get blind for 2 turns. Oh, and also the primary and adjacent targets are going to get hit for big damage, 4% damage, and 2 vulnerables. So vulnerables everywhere, lots of vulnerables everywhere. And war, 1,000% extra focus for the attack, so it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit, and it's unavoidable. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. It's gonna stick. It's gonna hit and stick. Hit it and quit it? No, it's gonna. Yeah. This is a smaller kit. It's weird. We don't have 18 paragraphs, so it's good. Here's the ult. Again, first turn special. That's going to happen. Third turn or whenever we get speed bar pretty fast in the team. Ult, attack primary and adjacent targets for 440% damage. 440. Apply 2 bleed and heal block, both for 2 turns. Oh my gosh. In war, we're talking about war. Apply trauma to each target with vulnerable. Well, they're going to have vulnerables because he put them out there himself. They'll be vulnerable as a flying, and he's going to apply trauma to anybody who's got vulnerable of these three. All three are going to get trauma? Yeah. Good luck. Good luck, commanders. There's the passive, Ragtag Commander. In war, on spawn, apply offense down to 2 turns for all enemies. On spawn, so you got to come in with offense down. You try to get positive effects on your team to attack them, and their Cosmo's going to say, "No, sorry, you don't get to have those." Good luck. When this character or Knowhere ally drops below 50% max health, so when they drop below 50% max health, they're going to get an evade, and they're also going to get healed by Nova's passive. They're at least once per match. You're going to... It's Heroes for Hire on steroids, man. Man. When this character has deflect or minor deflect, that's from boosting. That's going to happen on defense. You boost defenses. Self and all Knowhere allies gain 50% accuracy. Cool. Again, spider waiver charges don't matter to this team because there's other ways where you pull charges off, or just have more accuracy, or just have unavoidable. Yeah, it's gonna be a full 5-man new team. Full 5-man new team. What it looks like, for sure. Gain 50% focus. Allies gain 50% focus, and in war they get even more. So in war they're gonna get 100% focus for himself and for the rest of the team. Just insane. So we got Cosmo, we got Korg, we got Nova, we got Star-Lord Annihilation, and we got a brand new Thor. Thor, as it's not Bro Thor, or we call him Fat Thor. It's Thor Infinity War Thor. So he wields Stormbreaker. So I'm looking forward to seeing the model with Stormbreaker. And there's apparently also a Ravager costume for this Thor. So it's a brand new Thor and a new costume for just this Thor, as opposed to a new costume for older version of Thor. OG Thor. We'll play with it. So yeah, what is this guy gonna do? Well, first off, he's going to be reviving a dead Korg ally in war, so that's happening. 100% chance. Always. His basic, and he's Mystic. So Mystic for Thor, skill for the new Star-Lord, and bio for Nova and Cosmo and Korg. They're all bio. So that's relief. There's no mutant gear we have to use. We didn't think tech, but we got stockpile tech here. But hey, 1 Mystic is not bad. 1 skill, no problem. 3 bio could get hard because it's 3 bio, but we've got enough bio for at least 2. We'll see how it goes. Thunder God's Wrath, first turn special. Attack primary target. Let me zoom in a little bit here. It's always just enough to be annoying, right? Thunder God's Wrath. Attack primary target for 400% piercing. If this character has 2 or more Knowhere allies, clear all positive effects from the primary target. Apply ability block. Rebound chain for piercing. And on top of that, attack the most injured enemy for piercing, for big damage. Oh, and guess what? Like, most rebound chains get broken by counterattack. Well, it can't even be counterattacked. So this rebound chain's not getting broken anyway, because it didn't say it's broken by counterattack. But even if it could, it can't be counterattacked. Can't be counterattacked. And war, it's unavoidable. It's going to smack. So it's unavoidable. We're applying ability block. I guess there's a chance the ability block may not stick, but the whole team's getting like a 100% focus increase from Star-Lord's passive, so it's probably going to stick. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Okay, hey, there's there's even more. In war, clear all barrier. So good luck, your barrier's not keeping you alive. Attack all enemies for 700% piercing. So who cares about your armor? We're piercing. 700%? 700? That's is there a bigger number in the game? I remember like Black Bolt had like 650 or 660. That might be the biggest number. Apply offense down for 2 turns and defense down for 2 turns. So we're gonna clear the barrier, hit them hard with piercing that they can't stop with any armor, and apply offense down and apply defense down. Pretty tight. Boom. Where's my resounding boom? That's a boom. Odin's Son's Revenge, son of Odin. Let's see, this is the passive. On his turn, heal self for 5% of max health, plus 5% of max health per non-minion, Asgardian, Avenger, or Knowhere ally. Okay, so non-minions. So yeah, on a full team, he's going to heal for 25% of his health every turn. So if you were him being squishy, yeah, maybe. Is Quicksilver 7% piercing? Okay, there we go. I just couldn't think of one. Thank you. On any enemy turn, so all of them, 50% chance to attack the enemy protector with the highest speed, ignoring taunt for 250% piercing, and war, clear all charged. Now we're looking at protector with high speed that has charge mechanic. Oh wait, that's Spider Weaver. Clear all charge. So any enemy turn. So when if he's got a charge up, if 29 goes, if Weaver goes, if you pair him with Eternals or whoever you pair him up with, any enemy turn, 50% chance to go ahead and hit her for piercing and remove all the charged. That's pretty handy. Also, it's also still passive, gains 25% more damage. While this character has deflect or minor deflect, so when they get boosted, it's war defense probably. Lower the block chance of all enemies by 50%, so they can't block all the damage that's gonna this Knowhere team is gonna do to them. Yeah, crazy. Oh yeah, and there's more because there's always more. In war, this out here, I can't. Yeah, get my head out of the way. In war, on summoned enemy death, like a Greg, if you're trying to bring Undying in here, Hela and her little minion, as the summon dies, he gets ability energy. Fill his character speed bar by 5% when an Asgardian or Knowhere or any of his teams get attacked. So he's going to get the speed bar. Gain 100% focus. This is on top of the focus he's already getting from the passive from Star-Lord. So he's going to have focus. Gain additional 25% damage. So if 25, he's getting 50% damage. And Knowhere allies also gain 50% damage. This team is insane. Insane. So, in short, we got Bob's got a brand new bag. This is going to change war. This is going to change war completely around. We're looking at ridiculous kits, and they are really built around war, right? I mean, you see in war. Now, I will say, whenever we see things in war, we go, well, they could be on war offense. They could be on war defense. We have to wait and see. We have to check around and see how the things turn out. I will tell you, every single time that they've given us the choice, give them the choice. The big spenders, for sure, who build these characters up, are going to make them on war defense, because the simple logic of on war offense, a team can only win once. On war defense, if you can't beat it, that war defense can win more than once, can win once, twice. I've seen people get 20 defense wins because the team just ran out of offenses and there was just one place and they got to get this one defense down and to keep moving in the war, and they couldn't do it. And they just kept throwing the kitchen sink, blah, blah. So would you rather get one win or 10, 15, 20? And these teams could do it. You remember the days of Heroes for Hire being insane. You think Gamma is bad right now? Yeah, good luck. So we will see. Now there may be some alliances say, hey, we don't. That's a terrible way to play. It's a mark on your soul. Fine, whatever. And they'll try to run these teams on offense to counter it. We'll have to see how the mirror goes. My suspicion is, based on how things are set up with the deflects and the boost and the on spawn and everything else, I'm gonna bet, and that the defense is gonna win that mirror match. I don't know. There's probably some clever way. We'll figure out some ways what the offense could win. But again, if you can't get a clean one tap, even if also want to sack and two tap it, sure. But if you had to sack and two tap ours and we don't have to do it to yours because yours are on offense, we have an advantage. At best, you putting them on offense makes it a break even for the team putting them on defense, but it doesn't make it a loss for the team on defense. It makes it just a break even. So you're gonna see people put them on offense, put them on defense, and for the first week or two, people trying offense and going, yeah, we're gonna put defense on it too. So look forward to that misery. Good news, they look like a lot of fun. Bad news, they're probably gonna see them on war defense, but this team is still going to be coming slowly, right? We next patch, we're going to get probably the Nova Scourge, we'll get Nova, probably get Cosmo. I don't know we get the full team. The full team might not be fully assembled till the patch after the one next week. We don't know how soon we're going to get the Knowhere Siege, which is the war experimental one that was talked about in the preview blog. That may be the June patch. And so we'll see, but we got some time to kind of figure it out. But we'll build these characters up. And also future casting. What else will come? This is a great problem. They're selling us a problem. they're building it as a solution. Hey, Gamma's tough. Use this Nova, use this Nova-based Knowhere team on war offense to blast through those darn Gammas. That's the selling point, because people are like, well, yeah, that'd be great. They'll quickly find that within a week or so, these are going to be even not a full team. They're going to become the new Gamma, the new war defense, and we'll get stuck, and they'll just have to come to our rescue and sell us a war offense to beat this team. Look for that in July? No, August, September, Labor Day. Maybe it's a team built around Super Skrull for Dark Dimension 6 when he comes out. Who the heck knows? Or it's a team that's required for whatever the next legendary Scourge character is after Nova. We're gonna have fun working out. So hopefully we'll see. Again, this is a leak. Kit may change. Release times may change. I'm forecasting what we think is going to happen. We don't know. Let the theory crafters go forth and dissect these kits and go through and see. It turns out you can beat them with this or this. You can bring out your Shadowlands or Graviton, or there's something like, oh, so-and-so's passive undoes this or whatever. Maybe the speed, we don't know the stats. We don't know the speeds of the kits. We don't know who's going to go first, turn order. We haven't worked out ISO stuff. So it's still future casting. But to me, this looks like a clear shot across the bow of, hey, it's a great war team. You're going to try on offense, right? No, it's going to end up on defense. Oh, no. And we'll have to go from there. But for now, I'm fairly excited. These are fun characters. The movie looks like it's fun. I'm looking forward to the Scourge that I hope is coming next patch. Again, patch like next week, either Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, most likely. We'll see. We have a lot to look forward to. This game always brings us new stuff. People always think the game is dying. They hate the game. They love the game. This game is a challenge. It's a struggle. And that's what makes the game, to me, fun. And as always, we're going to find our ways to win. In my alliance, we're going to be, I'm sure, getting all these guys, and I'm sure they'll be on war defense. That's how we play. I'm in Onslaught. We're going to be going hard on these guys. If you're not a war alliance, you might be able to skip these, or at least only build them to a certain level and not go super crazy on them. Doesn't look like they'd be super great. And Crucible, they might be, but really so much of their kit is our war callouts that we just don't know. We'll look and see what they do if they change the Crucible meta. I doubt it, because everything Crucible meta is tagged as Crucible meta. They tell us up front, and they're not wrong. And if they are wrong, they change the rules in the rooms to make them Crucible meta. So I doubt these team changes to Crucible. It's going to definitely change the heck out of war, probably on the defensive side, but we'll see. In the meantime, again, define winning for yourselves. If you don't need a war team, don't go ham on these guys just yet. We have time to see how it plays out. As always, again, define winning for yourself. Do what you got to do. And questions, concerns, visit me here at the embassy. I'm on Twitch, Ambassador Al. We'll see how things go. Again, for now, the embassy doors are closing. Go forth, negotiate in good faith with yourself and others, and stay winning.